more marker is longer, that means they are unable to produce it within that short period of time. That is what price inelastic. Do we get it or not?
Yes.
I'm going to explain it again. The price of marker has increased. As a result of that, remember we said the higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
But if it takes longer period of time to produce markers, that means an increase in price of marker would not change anything, would not have any significant effect in the quantity supplied. Because the time at which we are going to produce marker, it's so long. It's not something that we can quickly produce in a short period of time. Do we get the point?
Yes.
You know what I'm here?
Yes, sir. When the price of the market increases,
We are supposed to produce more, right?
does the price, the cost of production increase?
If the price increases.
Yes.
So there would have been a reason why the price has increased. It might be because of the cost of production has increased. It might be because the product is scarce in the market. There are different reasons why the price of the product could increase. Not only cost. Do you get the point? But what we are talking about now is, if the price increases, the law of supply says the higher the price, yes?
So, oh yeah, continue and then I'll ask you a question.
Okay. The law of supply says the higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied. That is the law of supply. But here, the price of marker has increased, but the time at which we have to produce marker is so long. It's not something we can produce within a short period of time. That means the price elasticity of marker is what price inelastic. There is no significant change in the quantity supplied as a result of a change in the price of marker, because the time at which we have to produce marker is longer than expected. There are different reasons why we are talking about time. We might need a warehouse that when we produce them, we need to keep them. Maybe we don't have warehouse to keep them. There are different reasons why we would not be able to maintain or increase our production because of time.
So if the demand, there was a demand
Supply.
or demand is higher than supply, would it be cause for the seller to increase the price further?
If the demand is, yeah, because at that point in time there's scarcity. There's excess demand.
So you would raise the price in order to lower the demand, but it's still matching.
Yeah, you're going to increase the price to respond to the quantity, to respond to customers' demand. So it's going to be sold to those that are willing and able to pay for it or afford it.
Yeah, so the demand will increase, will decrease by a small amount, but you'll still have more profit right?
Well, that is if we're talking about demand, excess demand. For excess demand, it only means that you are demanding more than the supply. That's excess demand. And the situation, the only way to solve that situation is to increase the price. And if there is excess supply in the market, that means the products are more than the demand of consumers. At that point in time, you have to lower the price to be able to sell. I think that is clear. But here, I think you understand what we're talking about here. Here we're talking about why time is a factor that would make price elasticity of supply to be elastic or inelastic. It is elastic if we are able to produce this marker as a result of an increase in price within a short period of time. It is elastic. But if we are unable to produce markers in a very short period of time when the price is high, it is price inelastic. Clear, right? Then we'll go to the short run and the long run. What is the difference between the short run and the long run? The short run is talking about how soon you make a production. How do we make production? We use the factors of production for production, right? Because we said factors of production are the resources that helps in the production of goods and services. So in the short run, land, labor, capital, enterprise, one of them would be fixed, will not be changeable. That's what short run is. In the short run, one factor that we use in producing a product will be fixed. For example, equipment, machinery, or capital. At that point in time, we can change other factors, but one will be what? Fixed. That is in the short run. But in the long run, all factors of production will be what? Variables and changeable. In the long run, land is changeable. Because in the long run, let's say this is a school, right? In the long term, we can turn it to on top. In the long time, we can turn it to a path, whatever we want to do with it in the long time, we can, yes or no? But in the short time, we cannot do that. Do you get the point? So the difference between the short term, the short run and the long run is that in the short run, one factor of production will be what? Fixed. In the long run, all factors of production are what? Variables. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's the difference between the long run and the short run. In the short run, put it in your mind, in the short run, one of the factors of production that we use in producing will be fixed.